Guys, we're out here at US Ballpark, right? US Ballpark. We got Kevin Moulder from PBR, Missouri, who is one of our regular contributors on YBMcast. He's been here all week watching baseball. It's been tough, hasn't it?
This is work. This is the right line of work, right?
So you've seen Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, Class 4. What's your assessment so far?
Actually, got here for the part of Class 3.
Class 3, okay. My fault.
But yeah, it's been exciting baseball. Kind of what we'd expect. Some high energy and some really good play. Obviously, we've crowned a 1, 2, 3, and 4A champion, and Kennett last night.
They fit the bill, didn't they?
Boy, we've talked about them, and they lived up to the expectations and took on all comers and put a big exclamation point on their state championship last night. So that was a fun one to watch.
And that's the thing, we've talked about Blair Oaks and Blair Oaks is a good baseball team.
Ooh, yeah, they're really good, and we've also talked about it depends how the matchups work, and you catch them. The night before, they got Will Lippert going, and they can beat anyone in the state on the night he pitches. And they're a very good baseball team, even when he doesn't pitch. But Kennett just had a little more depth, and Kennett was pushed in their semifinal match. They were down 4-2, heading into the last inning, and Reese Robinette with a 3-run homer in the top of the 7th, and it catapulted them to a state championship. So really, pretty cool, turn of events there for those guys. And then at the 3A, St. Pius is a team we've kind of marked all along as a super talented group, and they kind of rolled through the 3A state championship. So, now we got the big boys going today, and it's going to be a heck of a day.
We had a little pause in the action here, so we jumped in this. We got Green Valley and Rockwood Summit. They're fixing the field over here.
Yeah.
So we took the opportunity to chat a little bit while their break. So we're not missing any action, right?
No, just making the most of our time, right?
Exactly. That's what you do. And so far, though, this pitcher from Green Valley, he looks really good.
Yeah. Sitting 85, 87. Saw Keller earlier this year.
Cole Keller, right?
Yeah. Beat some very good. Green Valley was in a creek tournament over in Creekside to start out the Missouri high school season, and more than held their own with the larger schools. And Keller was a big piece of it then, and he's doing the same thing today. And also had the big triple to drive in a run, right? And then score a run later. So he's had a big hand in this 2-0 lead here.
So that's what's going on right now, guys. We got South and Willard coming up after this game. What are you seeing there?
Boy, that's going to be a fun matchup. I know Willard's a strong team. So we've seen South. We kind of know who they are. They've done really well. They got past a tough Zumwalt East. They're a battle-tested team. So that's going to be a fun matchup. I'm excited for that other 5A state championship game. This one will be interesting. Maybe a little bit of nerves for Rockwood Summit to start off. You saw that maybe, and I expect they'll settle down. This break might actually be a benefit for them. Kind of hit the reset button and to see how they bounce. 2-0. That's not insurmountable at all, and they're a really strong team. High energy team, so hopefully we see them get back on track. Not that we're rooting for one team or the other.
No,
but if they settle in, we're going to be in for a nice battle in this one as well.
Absolutely. And then we got in the middle, late afternoon, first semifinal, 6A.
Yep.
We've got CBC and Liberty, that's it. Liberty. It's the Blue Jays, right?
Blue Jays, yeah.
That's correct. I'm trying to keep all these in my head. I try to get there, but that's one I think that kind of, we're here, we're looking, we've talked about Zumwalt West being, but I think that's a really good matchup. It's a really good baseball game.
I don't know if those are the two best teams in the state, but you can make I would put my money down on them being two of the more talented teams. And the collection of talent is going to be really impressive in that game. CBC, we've talked about that all year long. They were preseason #1. They went all the way, fell out of the rankings, and their talent kind of showed through at the end here, and they're in a great spot. And the Liberty Blue Jays, boy, they got a really good group.
And we talked about them coming out of that District 8.
The
right?
District of Hell, right? So they, they had 4 teams, 5 even, that are just really strong, and that was like almost a state tournament in itself, and they survived that. And once they survived that, it's no surprise that they made it to this point. So that's going to be a heck of a ball game, and it should see. I haven't talked to these coaches, and they haven't released the starters, but on paper you would think that you'd see a Carson Milbrandt versus Charlton for CBC. So you got a Mizzou commit and Milbrandt versus the Missouri State commit and Charlton. So that's what we're down here for, right? So
that's healthy.
So it's going to be fun.
It's all Missouri. It's all Missouri.
Yeah, that's right.
And then in the nightcap, we got Zumwalt West, of course, going against
Jeff City.
And I had that a minute ago, and I forgot it. That's terrible. And that one, I know for a fact Hargraves is going on for Zumwalt West.
And I believe Retchen, the big lefty, is going for Jeff City, heading to Jeffco. This kid's good. I've seen video of him up to 92. I've seen him in person, upper 80s. That's going to be a good one. And Zumwalt West has kind of been that it team all year. There's no other way to describe it. They kind of have a mojo about them. Really good group, and 30-plus wins on the year. It's going to be fun to take that one in as well in the nightcap.
We got some interviews coming up here. We appreciate you joining with us. Stay tuned here. We were over at the high school where Fort Zumwalt West is practicing, getting ready, getting themselves going. We got a chance to talk to Tanner Perry, Mason Whiteside, and Noah Hargraves along with Coach Gough, so we hope you enjoy those. And we'll be back later in the day with some updates. Hey guys, we're out here at Central High School in Springfield, Missouri with a few of our Jaguar players here. We got Tanner Perry, Mason Whiteside, almost messed up, and Noah Hargraves. Guys, thanks for joining us for a few minutes. Coming off this big win against Howell in the quarters, what's your emotions going into this semifinal?
Yeah, I think we're just going to keep it rolling. Obviously, that's the goal. But hopefully we get off to a little better start than the Howell game. We had 5 scoreless, no-hit innings. But hopefully jump on Jeff City early and just do what we've done all year, really.
What was Subert doing, you guys? Did he keep you off balance? He was throwing well, wasn't he?
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I've hit up Subert a bunch of times before, so he kind of knows how to throw to me. He was just kind of all over the black with his fastball. I got everything outer black away or kind of top of the strike zone. He didn't miss with his fastball, so it just, we popped a few up. We hit a few hard ground balls. Just couldn't really kind of get on the barrel.
So, and then Mr. Hargraves comes into the game here, leads out that 6th inning with a double. What were you looking for there, man? What was going through your mind?
Well, I kind of figured off the bench, I'm probably just going to see a bunch of fastballs, probably going to think I'm not going to be able to catch up. And so I was just sitting fastball, saw the first one go by, took a good hack at it. Saw another one, I didn't miss it. Double down the line, got us going.
It really did, and it just seemed like it energized everybody, didn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
So, guys, going through this experience, I remember the last time West was in the playoffs was 2017. You guys were all 8th graders, right?
Yeah, we weren't in high school.
Yeah, that's why. So this is kind of that whole experience. How are you guys coming together, taking each experience, and what's moving you forward to where, it's going to get you over that hump?
Yeah, well, one thing I think that sets us apart from any other team is our chemistry. All 21 of us would just absolutely do anything for each other. And I don't know if many other teams can say that. We've been together since we were freshmen, so we just, played together, we've been together, and, we're all best friends, so
yeah,
it shows on the field.
It's clear that all 21 people in the dugout have the same goal in mind, and what role they play in that, they understand that may not be on the field, but it might be in the dugout or whatever that is. But everyone is definitely on the same page with what we want.
On and off the field.
On and off field. That's awesome. Guys, good luck to you. We're going to be there today, so good luck. I hope you're starting tonight.
I'm starting today.
So tell us about your emotions going in there. It's a big game. I mean, I'm not trying to put pressure. You looked good the other day. How you feeling?
Well, obviously it's a big game. Emotions are high. Energy's going to be high. I just got to keep it to myself. Just playing catch. Just show what I can do.
All right. Good luck, fellas. Really pulling for you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Workout today. Just a light workout, stretch, run, throw. You can take it easy on the arms a little bit. We do want to do some PFPs, just some light PFPs, a little bit of bunting and base running. Also, just a little bit of our ground ball double play circuit, just to get you guys feet moving and taking care of the baseball, doing the fundamental things that's going to go in the ball game done. All right? And then we'll do a little live hit right here. We're not even going to hit the cage because we'll get some hitting later. Sure. All right? Let's go. Run, stretch, roll. Let's go. Run,
We've got Coach Eric Gough with Zumwalt West Jaguars. Coach, first of all, congrats on getting to the semifinals.
Oh, thank you. It was a huge thrill, without a doubt, to be able to punch our ticket, especially in the fashion that we did it. And just so happy for my guys that they get to take part in this experience, because it's a ride. It's just a joy ride every time you get to play one more day, practice one more day. It's just such a ride, and this trip has just been. It's been a lifetime full of memories already, and we haven't even hit the field yet. So the guys are having a blast together and really soaking it up, the environment, and just we can't wait to get on the field and get that first pitch at 6:39.
So the last time you were in this position was 2017, correct?
Yep.
So how have you taken those situations and applied it to this next trip here?
Well, number one, it's a different group of guys, different group of circumstances. It's completely different for us in that in 17 it was in our backyard. So a whole different aspect of travel and hotels and getting the charters and doing getting the logistics planned out was a lot more for myself and the coaching staff. We're getting everything figured out. But there's definitely there's a calm about this group and an expectation about the group that I love. That we're not just coming down here to play a couple exhibition games. Our guys are coming with the mindset of we're getting on that bus and we're rolling down to Springfield, and the goal is to go win the ship. So it's they're ready to go to work today, and they're ready to grind it out and go play some hard baseball and see what happens. So it's different in that we're on the road. There's been a lot more coordinating and planning, but I know for us as a coaching staff, we have a lot more calm about us. Where it's new to these guys, but it's not quite as new to us, which is really good for us. That we know our message to our guys all week has been, we don't need to change a thing. We just need to keep doing what we're doing. We've played the toughest schedule in the state of Missouri, and our record shows that we are the best team in the state. And we don't got to be the best team in the state today. We just got to be better than Jeff City. So that's our focus, is just go out and do the little things today. Jeff City's a dang good ball club. They're going to do some things to put some pressure on us with some small ball and some running. We know that they're going to give us everything they got. We feel like if we do what we're capable of and we keep it simple and make the routine plays, we think the scoreboard's going to take care of itself. So.
And you just came out of a really tough quarterfinal, beating
Absolutely.
Francis Howell. I mean, that was a unbelievable game. I enjoyed that one.
Sure.
So that kind of set because a lot of this, all your seniors weren't even on your championship run team. They were 8th graders.
Right.
So that experience, do you think that really helped galvanize those kids and their confidence moving into the semifinals?
Oh, no doubt. I think that experience has been that experience last week was really good for us. And we talked about as a coaching staff, we play as tough a schedule as we can with the Troy tournament, the Midwest Classic, and then the Columbia tournament. We get in those tournaments to try to put our kids in as many of those tough situations as we can. And good and bad for us, fortunately, we've played really well. And in some cases, we haven't been in too many close ball games and really been in those pressure-packed situations. Which is a tip to the cap to what our pitchers have been able to do this year, and then offensively grinding out runs. But to be in that situation, to be no hit through 5, and then down 6-0, going into the bottom of the 6th, and it just looks like nothing's going on. And then what I was so proud about is the demeanor of our guys didn't change. It was, let's go up and take a good at-bat. And Noah kind of broke the seal and hit that leadoff double. And it's like, okay, here we go. And then, we got some good swings on Hal finally in the 6th and played those 4 runs. And then you could just feel the momentum go. And our guys were like, okay, we got this. Let's go. And no doubt that the pressure early showed our guys. We were a little tight early with that environment. We had a couple walks and kicked one for Hal and opened up an inning. They took advantage of it. But then late in the 7th, kind of felt like Hal tightened up a little bit, and then we were good enough to take advantage of that and get the dub. So. Without a doubt, that experience, I think, is going to let us go into this pressure-packed situation, if you will, with a little bit of experience and a little bit more calm and a little bit more of, hey, we've been here before, let's just go play ball.
Very good. Coach, congrats again.
Thanks so much.
Good luck to you guys, and hope to see you standing there at the end.
Oh, can't wait to get after it today, and hopefully we'll win that state title game tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. So thanks so much.
Thank
Appreciate you coming out.